Hello friends, let's start with the next topic, that is software initialization for real addressing mode. In previous lecture, we understand the basic initialization of 80386. Now we are going to understand the software initialization for real addressing mode. So in previously we saw the P bit is 0. So the processor enter in real addressing mode. In real addressing mode, a few structure must be initialized before a program can take advantage of all the features available in real mode. So what are the this structure must be initialized? We are going to see one by one. So in this, these are the following structure that must be initialized. First is stack, then interrupt table, and the first instruction. So we are going to see one by one. First is stack. So load stack segment register into the RAM. So why it is required? So instruction that uses stack can't execute until the stack segment register has been loaded. So you have to first load the stack segment register. Then second is interrupt table. So interrupt table, in initial state of 80386, interrupts are disabled. However, processor will still attempt to access the interrupt table if any non-maskable interrupt or exception occur. So you already know that what is non-maskable interrupt. So for initialization of this, following action must be taken for the initialization. So following, these are the three action must be taken. So first action is change limit value of IDTR to 0. So IDTR is the interrupt descriptor table register. So by changing the interrupt descriptor value to 0, it caused the shutdown. So as you know, the interrupt descriptor value initially, this is the initial value for IDTR. So by setting this value to 0, it causes the shutdown of operation. Then second point is the put pointer to valid interrupt handler. So what is interrupt handler? The interrupt handler handle the interrupt execution process. Please check the previous video for the interrupt handler. And third is change the IDTR. IDTR is interrupt descriptor table register. So change the interrupt descriptor table register to a valid interrupt table. Now next point is first instructions. So after the reset operation, the address lines are automatically claimed for the instruction fetch. So by combining the value of code segment and instruction pointer. So by combining code segment and instruction pointer, so as you know, the code segment contain instruction to be executed, or we can say the actual code is reside in code segment, and instruction pointer contain the next instruction to be executed. So initial value of code segment and instruction pointer causes instruction execution to begin at the physical address. So at this physical address the process instruction execution process start. So this structure must be initialized in real addressing mode. So quickly review that. So you have to initialize stack first, stack, then interrupt table and the first instruction in real addressing mode.